Welcome to my freaking awesome divorce. The eligibility requirements to file a simplified divorce in Florida is that both spouses must meet the following criteria. 1. At least one spouse must have lived in Florida for at least 6 months before filing. 2. Both parties must agree to the simplified process. 3. There are no minor or dependent children. The couple cannot have minor or dependent children together, nor can the wife be pregnant. 4. The couple must agree on how to divide their assets and debts. 5. Both parties must waive their right to alimony. 6. Both must agree that the marriage is irretrievably broken and cannot be saved. If you meet these criteria, please continue. Before you begin, let's pull out your document order list. I drafted this list so that you know exactly what documents out of your packet that are going to be needed. I took the liberty of pulling everything out that's not needed and gave you exactly what is. The party information sheet, the non-lawyer disclosure, the notice of limitations, the civil cover sheet, your petition, answer, and waiver. There are 2 financial affidavits. You have to choose which one you'll be using. If you make under $50,000, you're going to use the short form. If you make over $50,000, you will use the long form. You must have 2 financial affidavits, one for you and one for your spouse, whichever one applies. Then you'll have your marital settlement agreement, a non-military affidavit, an affidavit of corroborating witness, a notice of social security number, notice of related cases, a vital statistics form, and the final judgment. This is your entire packet. And through this module, I explain each document so that you can complete it as designed. Every form you complete will contain 4 main sections. Some forms may not include a notary section, which simply means notarization is not required for that document. As you work through each document in your lesson, here's how to fill out the specific sections. 1. The caption. Line 1. This is where you enter the number of your local judicial circuit. You can write the number as a digit or spell it out. If you're unsure of your circuit number, contact your local clerk of court. They can easily provide this information. Line 2. Write the name of your county. You likely already know this, but to confirm, you can call the clerk of court. Line 3 and 4. Print your name as the petitioner. If you're the one taking this course, you're likely the one filing for the divorce and planning to attend the final hearing. If your spouse is the petitioner, their name will go here. Line 6. Print your name or your spouse's name as the respondent. The respondent is usually the person who may not want the divorce. Remember, the designations of petitioner and respondent will remain consistent throughout the entire process and on every form. 2. The acknowledgement section. Most forms include this section where you confirm under oath that the information provided is truthful. In this section, you will date the document, sign it, print your name, include your address, phone number, and designated email address. Note, the email address is crucial for filing in the ePortal system. 3. The notary section. For forms requiring a notary, you must sign the form in the presence of a notary public. The notary will witness your signature and notarize the document. Be sure to bring a valid photo ID when meeting with the notary. Do not sign any forms requiring notarization until you are physically in front of the notary. 4. The non-lawyer clause section. At the bottom of each form, you'll find a non-lawyer clause. This is a reminder that we, as part of this self-help program, are not lawyers and are simply assisting you with the preparation of these documents. This clause supplements the disclosure from non-lawyer form you completed at the beginning of this course. The required information for this section is as follows. Line 1, Sharon LaPointe. Line 2, Hope for Families. Line 3, P.O. Box 2022. Line 4, Lakeland. Line 5, Florida. Line 6, 33806. Line 7, 863-420-5437. By following these instructions for each section, you'll ensure your forms are completed accurately and ready for submission. Most courts will require a party information sheet when filing for a dissolution of marriage. It can be called by other titles, but for this training, we will refer to it as such. This form is used by the clerk's intake department to set up your case file, and it contains essential details about both parties. On Section 1, the petitioner's information is the person bringing the divorce to the courts. You'll complete your full legal name, address, phone number, and email address if requested. Section 2 will be the respondent's information, and this is the person who is not the petitioner, and you'll put in their information in this section. At the bottom of the form, you'll provide the date of marriage, place of marriage, and this will also be required on your vital statistics form. A non-lawyer disclosure form is a very important document for people like us who are assisting pro se litigants in completing their divorce paperwork. In any divorce case where you are acting as a pro se litigant and you have someone assisting you in filling out your paperwork, this is a mandatory document. Complete the caption above by entering your judicial circuit number. For example, Orange and Osceola counties are in the 9th Judicial Circuit. You can either spell out 9th or put 9th in the top line. The second line below is your county. For example, we would put either Orange or Osceola as the county. To the left of the document is your name as petitioner, and below is respondent's name. Underneath the title of this document, our name goes on each line, and we have provided you with a pre-printed form with our signature. All you have to do is check the box that you can read English or that you can't read English and you had someone translate it for you. If there is a translator, you must fill in their information, date, and put your signature on the party line. Notice of limitation of services. Not every court will require this particular form. We have added it in the event it is required. The form is in both English and Spanish and contains 2 pages. The form is to be signed by the petitioner and filed with all your other documents. If it is not needed, the clerk will hand it back to you. In a nutshell, you are representing yourself and there is no one coming to save you here. You have the right to consult with your own attorney if you are unclear as to what your rights are or if you have any significant issues that require legal representation of a licensed attorney. If you are unclear about this form, you may reach out to us and we will get back to you. The civil cover sheet is the form that opens your case file. You will fill in your caption with the number of your circuit court and the county in which you are filing. Then fill in the name of the petitioner, you, and the respondent, your spouse. Section 2A, check this box. This is an initial action petition. Section 3A, check this box. This is a simplified dissolution of marriage. Section 4, if you and your spouse have no other cases that are currently open at the time of filing your dissolution, then you will check the first box, no. This is the typical outcome. However, if you do have any open cases, you must check the box, yes, and complete the form called Notice of Related Cases. As the petitioner, you will sign, print, date, and put in your email address if you have one. The bottom portion of this document is the non-lawyer section we have spoken about in the beginning of the course. This is where you list the individual/non-lawyer person who assisted you with filling in the forms. Copy and paste our information that we provided you in this outline.